Community team from where I am from, Real Madrid, made it to the Bugmalachis tournament, the final. They made it to the final, and it's a team where I hope closely to my heart because there's a lot of supporters who support me in Jablote, you know what I mean, who come to the game and stuff, and fellas who probably didn't really get the chance to make it professionally but still love the game and still, you know what I mean, up for the community and the challenge. And I just be the advisor, seeing that the position that I am in, and they asked me for advice and a little technical part of it. So if that I can get back to my community, I thought was nothing wrong I was doing on my behalf. I wasn't told or anything that I can coach or do anything like that or advise. It wasn't himself coaching, it was just like giving advice to people that, you know what I mean, you grew up with and people in the community. So on my behalf, I didn't thought I was doing anything wrong. Now, for one instance, there was a player from Jablote, I wouldn't mention his name or anything, but he was playing, you know what I mean, and all players who play in the Pro League know they're not supposed to be playing in the minor league, and which I uphold my part of the bargain, which I wasn't playing. I haven't played minor league football for the last 2 to 3 years, you know what I mean, so I think I was just being punished because that player was out there playing, and, you know what I mean, seeing that I was an assistant coach on Jablote staff, you know what I mean, probably my boss, Coach Terry Fenwick, felt hurt, you know what I mean. He said in his article that he lost all respect for me and trust, and you know what I mean. And I understand where he come from. I'm not mad with him or anything. What I'm mad with is the nature that the Pro League takes the stand against minor league football in the sense. I understand players cannot play, you know what I mean, and there's a risk, and you know what I mean, there's money put out and spent on the players, and the owners want the income back and stuff. I understand that, but when it comes to advising, and you know what I mean, because there's players in minor league that I think can make it in the Pro League, and if we as players who play in the Pro League and the elders of the Pro League doesn't get the chance to reach out to them players and even advise them and show them 1 or 2 factors, you know what I mean, that we have learned where it can help them game and make them excel, you know what I mean, I think then football will die off in Trinidad. And as I say again, I uphold my bargain. I was not playing, I was not coaching, but I was just giving advice to fellas that I grew up with and I love dearly, and they always supported me 120% all the time. Every Jablote game they are there, and they always love me, and I would never turn my back on them. Minor league football is the last real football, I think, that, you know what I mean, the enjoyable football that players have all over the world, no matter where. Even in Brazil, the professional players, when they go back home, they would go play on the beach in the sun. That's the most enjoyable football because there's not really no coaching or anything. It's just natural skill and talent and head. You know what I mean? There's no coach to tell you do this or do that. Or, you know what I mean? So sometimes it'd be stressful when you play professional football because you're always being told what to do or your expectations are so high. But when you enter the minor league frame, it's so relaxed. You know what I mean? And you feel that sense with the crowd because the crowd is right around the pitch and there are people you know and there's little wages going on, little bets. And you know what I mean? So it brings back that joy like you was a kid again. You know what I mean? They just let you go out on the pitch and you go do what you want. You know what I mean? But as I say, as a professional, there's a downside to it where, you know what I mean, investors invest heavily on you and they expect you to abide by the rules, which I have done. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I think there is something the Pro League need to look at very seriously because I think Trinidad is not England or Europe where there's a 3rd division and a 4th division because we don't have a demotion and a promotion in the professional league. So where are we going to get players from? You know what I mean? Things like that. And minor league football is the first step of football or the first real maturity football a young guy is going to experience because a guy is not just going to grow up and go and play professional football. He's going to get taste of minor league football first, and from there it tests your water where you at, if you as one of the players might be able to make it in life in football, or if you're just going to be one of cooler player where you just meet every weekend and get some drinks. And you know what I mean? So the Pro League really need to look at it, and I have a lot of ideas where I think the Pro League could regulate minor leagues because we have some big minor leagues in the country where they're very enjoyable. The Eddie Hart League, for instance, down in Digo, Carnage, Bugmalachis and Sawa. And these are places where I'm talking about real footballers came from. You know what I mean? Real good quality footballers over the years have come from. So it's a hypocrisy to just turn your back now on the minor league where all the talent from Trinidad and Tobago have come from these leagues. So we need to really look into it, and the Pro League, which I say, could regulate the minor leagues, get together with the people who run those leagues and try and do something and work together to regulate it, use it as a feeding ground for the Pro League, you know what I mean, and really take it from there.